Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you had a good day in the market. It is April 29th, Wednesday. FOMC today. We're going to review 0-day options on SPY, the small account challenge. Here's Eric's chart on the 30-minute. Didn't really go anywhere today. Little gap down, I think. Let's see. Yeah, then filled the gap. Retested 5-day, grinded down. Everything's pretty much expectations, I think. So yeah, because of that, I wasn't trading really in the morning at all. Just kind of charted and hung out, and potentially I could have taken a break of gray here, but yeah, IV's high, and the moves just aren't really paying out because FOMC at 2. So yeah, I mean, I guess it could have worked, but just kind of hindsight. So I didn't trade any of this stuff. Um, I don't know if this. I thought this was maybe a leak or something, but ended up not really going anywhere. So that allowed me to chart this gray, which I hadn't done before. But you can see the resistance is on it right here, which was nice. So that looks pretty good. A green for the downside move, gold for the upside precision, purple from right here for the bullish controlled selling, or just the selling channel. I see it kind of working right through here too. Yep, then I got red from here. But at this point, it was actually selling this gray. Drew gray on from these 2 or 3. Yeah, so I had a lot of confidence today. Felt good, I guess. I don't know the price action. When it tapers like this, just having the confidence to go long when it's selling. I should open a credit spread really with knowing that or having that confidence. But it can always change. I can always break through here and start selling, let's say this green. My first trade was at 205. So 5 minutes after FOMC. This was so IV was high still, even throughout here. And then actually towards the end of the day was the highest just because of earnings after hours, which you see. So pretty tricky to trade today. And few trades I did take, it was high IV, and so is high risk, high reward. 205, I took a call. Let's see. Okay, yeah. So I did see this tapering on the gray, and you notice how sometimes it doesn't retest the bottom like it does here. So it's retesting gray, and then before it starts to uptrend, it'll kind of make could be an inverse head and shoulder, but it doesn't always retest that low or that gray. So I decided to just jump in here with red being my my stop, and looking for upside for it to break this gray and climb back up to this one, and then potentially 5-day. So I got in right here. Yeah, right there. For $1. And this nasty candle I got wrecked on. Closed out here. Yeah, by the time I got it closed, because I was kind of waiting for it to close a little bit. We had this crazy one, which looked good. I was like, okay, cool. It's maybe showing some support. The problem is it's PAL speaking, so it's a little difficult. As you see, though, it still respects it, but the big wicks and kind of the whipsaw and the violentness of the candles and the volume is a little more tricky. So yeah, this was a nasty stop. 88 cents on that one. Next one was at 210. So came down here, had a lot of volume, had a lot of momentum. I thought we were breaking gray because this fully broke gray after trending pretty hard down in the green. And so I got puts here. Yep. Bad whipsaw. Puts. It kept coming down. It looked good. And then the last couple seconds just wicked up. I closed on that same candle. Thankfully I got out of it. Or no, I didn't. Sorry. It was the next minute. I was gonna say that's pretty good of me. No, $1.23 I got the first one. Got another one, had time to get one for $1.20. And then it's, you know, I potentially could have charted another one down here, like oftentimes I do. I just didn't. That would have given me a little more room, but yeah. And then you can see it happen again. Here. Just put this one down here so you can see. Yeah, that one and then that one. Look at that. Just save some headache for sure. So I had two of those, 123 and then 120. Stopped them out of both for $1.05. Yeah, nasty, nasty. That was on this candle right here. 411. Sorry, 211, 1411. And then jump into calls. Of course, because this was showing support. And like I said, I wanted to go long. This is tapering on the gray, bullish controlled selling. Doesn't have to do it today. Doesn't have to do it at all. But that is what I'm seeing here. So looking for upside. Same reason why I got in here. Getting back in here for a better price. But the problem is I just stopped out here and here before that. So anyways, yeah, got into what I do. Yeah, bought one 211, bought another one on 211, bought another one on 211. Yeah, so had 3 of those right there. And yeah, rallied up a bit. First sell was on this candle. I mean, these were gaining pretty good value just because the moves today and the IV and everything was just, I mean, it worked against me also, but just this move up to here was, let's see, I bought them for $1.19. That was for $1.33. Sold one there just to kind of take some profit. It was a nice volatile candle. I didn't know what purple was doing here, but yeah, just got rid of one right there. And then I was kind of distracting myself on purpose. I was like, I'm just going to kind of hold these because tapering like this sometimes take a long time. And I didn't want to just jump myself out of them prematurely. So kind of starts to consolidate, build some more liquidity, and then it comes down. I'm like, that's all right. We'll keep holding. I actually put a sell. Yeah, I put a sell that I canceled. And then comes all the way down here. And it bounces, so I'm surely red on it at that point, but this is going to be my stop. You know, I was holding it for this move right here. So came down here, bounce. I was like, oh, phew. And I didn't get any more. I just kind of let it go at that point. Comes up. I'm looking for really this gray, but I probably would have taken one at VWAP. And this candle, and I went to close it just too fast. It just wicked and then like comes down, and I didn't want to close it here. Thinking well, I got to hold for VWAP or gray because this is just halfway. Like this candle is just kind of crazy. So this is when he was talking again, so it's a little tricky. And then this next candle comes in and flushes down. I'm like, oh my gosh. And it's grinding down. And then it breaks through. Big nasty red with volume. You know what's coming. Did it again. The same day. I stopped out on this green one. It's just the volatility of when someone's talking, trying to trade it. It's like, if I had gotten this one, I'd probably be able to hold that one, but I didn't get the exit on that. This would have been such a nice exit. This was at like 160, I think. 175. So it would have been nice profits. Then I would have had more stamina to endure a long wick through my stop. And I could have drawn another one. Of course, which I do, but anyways, so I stopped out right there of those two. And I was running out of buying power at this point. Just because of the drawdown, my buying power is depleted quite a bit. And the IV is high, so everything was expensive. And then it wicks up, ends up green up here. Bugger. So I did again. I bought back into calls. I only got one this time. I didn't have much buying power left, and it's kind of a bummer. I guess because we're starting to just, I don't know. I just didn't have quite the same. I didn't have the same grit at that point. I'd been beaten up a bit. I took a few blows to the face through this chop, getting wicked out twice. So I only got one. I was like, all right, I'll just get one. Of course, this is the one that goes. It goes and goes. And my account's pretty red at that point. It breaks the gold here, and like I don't want to hold this all the way again for another one. Powell's still talking, I think, and I was like, this could really go any way with him talking. So I actually closed it right here, which I guess was good. It was conservative. $1.04 to $1.14, so very small comparatively. These were further out of the money? No, they're all 7-Elevens I was trading there. I don't think I got the best exit either. Yeah, I got it like at the bottom of this red candle. And then it just ripped up to my... I would have definitely taken profit there. And I think there it was at like $1.50 or 60. So I was like, all right, well, for me to get back in, what am I looking for? I guess a breakout up here. Still in a wedge technically, but this is all bullish controlled selling, so it might make it up here and then maybe to 5-day. So let's see. I bought one at 3 o'clock on the dot right there, that red candle. I actually tried to cancel it. I put the buy in, it was going up, and I'm like, you know what, we're still in a wedge. I should just wait and just cancel it. I tried to, but it filled me. It filled me too quick. Grinded, and I decided to use gray for the stop. It quickly went down to VWAP, and then I'm just watching this candle, and it rallies back up. I'm like, okay, I'll use VWAP. I moved it down because really this is a cup that closed right here, so I'm like, it could build a little handle, and sure enough, it built a handle. But I didn't see it because I was stopped out right here, the 305 mark. So 74 cents to 61 cents. These were pretty far out of the money. These were 713s. I couldn't afford anything else at that point. So considered getting back in when it broke for this handle, but I was like, I only had a buying power for like 20 cents, which would have been so far out of the money. I just decided to forget about it. I'm not too displeased with today, even though my P&L sucks. I know that's partially just because of the way the contracts were moving today. Frozen. And the way the IV was working. And the whipsaw, I got whipsawed on. There are the trades. But yeah, just seeing the tapering and having the confidence to kind of go along on it felt good. Credit spread again would have been nice, like opening it and then averaging into it if it keeps testing and just waiting for that move, at least to a retest. It's always nice when I know what channel or algo it's buying or selling in. Like all the wedges, you don't know, because at this point I think it's in purple. It's doing that, and then it breaks that, but it only goes up to here. Without that, you're like, what's going on? So then once I had gray, I'm like, okay, this potentially is another one. These supports and these resistances, and so then once I saw it doing that, it just gives you a lot of confidence. And I don't see this that much. I mean, I do, but I don't. Like, I'll see it for a bit, but right about the time I'm like really getting confident with it, it's trading in a different one. So that's where it's tricky, because then I'm going long here, and yeah, I mean, this trade could have worked, I guess, the top of gray, but who's to say I wouldn't have gone long again right here? I think it's retesting purple, not realizing, oh, it could come all the way back down here to the bottom. Yeah. So those are my thoughts. It's kind of, yeah, down 88. I know it's like all those small green days, which is fine. The price action has been bad this week for FOMC. So I don't really fault myself for having small green days. Today doesn't feel bad just because of, I guess it felt good for the confidence of going long on this taper or this bullish controlled selling, whatever you want to call it. But it feels bad that I didn't like do really well today, because I definitely could have with my confidence. Being able to hold like buy calls here and hold through all of this, and then I missed this exit. And I would have held through here if this didn't just fully wick down on a ton of volume and just sit down there. And then this would have been, yeah, I would have been able to catch this. At that point, I had 2, so I probably would have taken one here just because I didn't want to stomach anymore, and that was about where that one was. Next one, though, I'm pretty sure I would have waited till, yeah, this candle. So, would have worked out. But credit spreads, I think, I like credit spreads on the taper. Thanks for watching, guys. Sub up, like up, comment down, have my 6th round. See you tomorrow. Peace out.